We're live. All right.
We are.
We are live. We got a new background. So we're basically going to be cycling through them until we get somebody who says, oh, I love that. And so vote on it.
Oh,
Okay.
and Mary, I
Yes.
just after we decided what we were talking about, I just had an idea for a topic.
All right. What was that?
That would be asking for help.
Yeah, that's also a good topic.
Okay.
Okay. Aaron remembered our live. Awesome.
Woo!
Okay. Now, a couple things we would like to, I guess, touch base on. And the first thing we're going to touch base on is Hershey, which is this upcoming weekend.
Days away.
Days away, right? As everyone knows, I will not be there. So, well wishes, well wishes for everybody who is up for Barkley Honors. Okay. Oh, yes, and I am in my outside office. And if you're in my mastermind in the membership, this is where I did the workshop today too, from my outside office. So, yes, we're gonna. One of the topics we'll talk about towards the end, we'll be asking for help. So we have three things we want to talk about. Okay, so the first one will be Hershey. So a couple things going to any particular trade show, right? First of all, have fun. Take the time to network, right? Um, if you can still do it, when I would go to a trade show, I would pre-order the things I needed. So I would put my order in with the distributor. I don't know if it might be too late to do that at this particular point, but I would my must-haves, things that I had to have. I pre-ordered, paid for it, and all I did was pick it up. Didn't have to wait online. Didn't have to worry about things selling out. And then I could spend time looking at things that do I need? Do I want? All right. Let your credit card companies know you are going to a trade show. Okay. Because
Every yes. Every trade show, we see this at the booth, and people get so embarrassed. But we'll ring them up and it'll say card declined, and they'll be like, but that's my, it'll be either embarrassed or panicked because they know that's the good card with all the money on it.
well, and the reason the credit card company are doing it because when the vendors run the card, they're running the card as if they were at their home office. So you're at a
Yes.
trade show, and then somebody comes in through Georgia, and then another one through Pennsylvania, and then another one through Arizona. Yeah, that sets them on edge. Okay,
Yeah. That'll do it like that.
and this is the one time I'm going to tell you, if someone calls and it's an 800 number, pick it up. Okay, because more than likely it's not the car warranty people calling you, but the credit card company calling you to verify a purchase. All right, you don't want to hold on your credit card. Okay, um, keep your stuff safe. All right, I always had something that I wheeled along. So when I went to Super Zoom, I had two suitcases. One was like nestled into another suitcase. So but I took that smaller rolling suitcase, and that's where I put all my purchases and all the stuff in because it was larger, and it's not likely that I was just going to like leave it somewhere. Hey, Cindy. Um,
Vendors need
so
to verify. That sucks.
every class I have ever taught, every single one, and I am sure every speaker will tell you the same thing. Somebody leaves something in the classroom. Now, if you're leaving it in a classroom and the speaker notices it, they're going to bring it to lost and found. But you have that bag and you're watching the competitions and you leave it, you may not get so lucky. So,
And one of the comments are that for vendors to verify identification, and at Super Zoo, if someone's card got stolen and used with grooming vendors. I always, when I'm at the Evolution Cheers booth, I always at least see if the name matches up And I'm one of those people who, if you're a wiseacre and ask for identification in the signature part of your card, I will stop and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I need to see some ID."
Oh, no. I am that wiseacre, and I expect you to ask me for identification.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't bring a lot of stuff, in my purse. I have my driver's license, I have that 1 or 2 credit cards, and I have my room key, and I keep that in an RFID case. All right. So somebody walking past doesn't scan my information. All right. And I'm also wondering, I don't know if because so many of the hotel room keys are now the digital ones, if somebody
Yeah.
cannot walk past and scan your room card.
They'd have to know what room you're in, but that might get them into the hotel.
Yeah, it could
You know
get
what
them
I mean?
onto a
At least
floor
get
in
them
a
into the
hotel.
hotel or get them onto your floor, and they could still do some damage there. Yeah.
Um, Partner up with somebody, have a buddy system, right? Please don't go drinking alone, all right? And in fact, it's better instead of drinking at the bar to drink at a table with a group of your friends because it's much easier to slip something in your drink at a bar because they're reaching over or whatever than it is at a table of people.
It's also easier to get picked off. Like if you're at the end of at a bar, and not with a group of grooming peeps that you're friends with, it's easier to get kind of separated from the herd.
Yeah. Now at Hershey, parking is all outdoors, all right? But still, all right, the parking lot is crowded, all right? Don't walk out if you got purchases and you're not paying attention. Don't ask somebody to walk out to your car with you. All right. Um, I habitually will grab somebody off the floor and say, "Hey, can you? I've got all these stuff I have to give out to the car. Can you just kind of walk out with me?" I usually will grab a guy I know. It's
Yeah.
heavy.
Oh, could you help? By the way,
You can
ladies,
help me.
ladies, psst, secret. We are perfectly capable of carrying stuff ourselves. It makes the male ego feel good about themselves.
Oh, yeah, I have never had
Help.
any of my male friends say, "Oh, no, I can't do it. I'm too busy." They'll be like, "Yes, I will help you." And now I have a second person with me walking out to my car.
Mm-hmm. And that leads us a little bit into our next topic,
Asking for help.
asking for help.
Actually, you know what? I want to end up with that one.
Okay.
Because the other one I want to talk about is really upsetting, and I really hate to end up things on
Yeah.
an upsetting note.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you haven't heard by now, Amanda Fausch was killed in a head-on car accident in the Chicago area. Somebody went on the highway in the wrong direction and hit everybody in both cars was killed. So that was Amanda and her boyfriend and the driver of the other car. Okay. She leaves 3 kids behind. May have known her if you don't recognize the name, you may recognize the Fit Groomer. She was also scheduled to speak at Groom Expo, by the way. So somebody's life was just, I mean, you just don't know. It was just so tragic. I mean, it's, you look at somebody and you think they have everything going for them, and then boom, it's taken away. Oh, and it was River, by the way. $600 in scissors, $300 in blades, and several $100s in odds and ends. Tried to buy $1,500 with someone before someone checked the card. And only because they went back to the vendor, I was running around trying to catch them. That is
Wow.
horrible. And then having to deal with the credit card company to do chargebacks on that.
Did you?
Really sorry to hear that, River. Did you eventually get all of that returned?
Yeah,
But
I want to know if you found the person, and if you found them right there, were you able to just go back to the vendor and be like, "I'm returning this because I didn't actually buy it."
So anyway, getting back to Amanda, life is short. Appreciate what you have. There is a GoFundMe that's out there that's going. The money is going to her mother to help care for her children.
Yeah, and things happen really fast. Things happen really, really fast. Um,
All right. River says it was
yeah,
a business debit card. The bank said they are not obligated to give back, but they did anyway. That's a good bank. But I think you probably could have argued that. I think you could have
yeah.
also. I think you could have also, if it was a business debit card, might have run that through your insurance as well. She said Mandalay Bay security really dropped the ball. Yeah, we're going to want to hear that story just so that we all
Okay,
know. If nothing else,
River,
as
what are you doing tomorrow at 9?
what are we doing tomorrow at 9? Podcast, yes. Hey, River,
River, what are you doing tomorrow at 9?
what are you doing tomorrow at 9? But that's really good to know that business debit card is not the same protections. All right. So anyway, would you like to be interviewed on the Traveling Rumors podcast? Let us know that. 9 Eastern.
Yes, 9 Eastern. Yes, 9
Yes,
Eastern.
for tomorrow. Awesome.
Okay. And that was our first live. That just happened. That just happened. Sandy, we're still getting you on. This is still happening.
Hold on. When did we set Sandy for? I thought we had Sandy for tomorrow.
Oh, did we? I don't listen.
Okay, maybe tomorrow, River. We will have to
tomorrow.
We'll make it happen. Okay.
Someone
needs to be on top of the scheduling here, Chris.
Yeah, well, it floated away. Maybe it floated away, Mary.
It floated away. Okay,
Is my answer for everything.
I'm going to cut you a little slack on that.
Okay.
So everyone is saying that
I'm still shook about Amanda.
Yeah, I think we're all. I did not personally know her, but what I know of her is that she was very inspiring and helping people. And you know what? That's even a bigger loss because we need more people like her in our world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and again, it's just that, you know what? It's between, and I went over to her profile page, and I think this probably really hit me the hardest. I went to her profile page, right? And she had changed her profile pic like 2 days before, you know? So you could see that they're there and now they're not.
Yeah.
So anyway, other topic we want to talk about. All right, better one. So we end up on a better note. Okay.
And you know what? And I want to go into a deeper dive. And we're recording something else after this, and I'm going to go into a little deeper dive there.
Well, unless River, are you available in 25 minutes, 35 minutes? We're trying to get one thing in the can. Since we have nothing.
What had happened was we recorded an entire episode Friday.
And boom.
We were supposed to record Wednesday, which is our normal day, and we had Sandy lined up as a guest. And well, neither hell or high water can stop me from getting home, but it did stop the podcast. So we recorded Friday instead, and instead, and and it was great. It was a good episode. I cried a lot. I was emotional. And Zoom deleted it.
Yeah, flat out decided, you know what? We're going to glitch and then send me this little message. Oh, hey, we're sorry. There was a problem. But you know what? Oh, well. So, nonetheless.
So, yeah. So, you know what? Yeah, River, if you're around and shortly,
we're
we
doing one today, one tomorrow.
We will talk a little bit about the flood, a lot about asking for help, and also getting yes, this is Chris Anthony, and
what I'll do is
getting this
Facebook
hard story.
River, through Facebook, I will send you the Zoom link. Okay. So as soon as we finish up here, I'll go over. I will send you the Zoom link. We will record on top of the hour. So anyway, getting back to what we were talking about here.
Oh, asking for, okay, I'll take this one because I suck at it, but I've had some major breakthroughs.
Okay.
And what helped me, oh, hey, Dara used to be a neighbor in Hillside, so you know. Yeah. What helped me with asking for help is when I was first diagnosed with breast cancer, one of my really close grooming friends, who has become super closer even the last year because she's really been a shoulder for me. What she said was, people will want to help you. They will ask what they can do for you. People will want to help you. Let them. And my instinct is like, I can do it all myself. I swear I don't need anything. But her follow-up statement to that, the rest of that sentence, fixed it for me. Because if you're used to doing everything yourself, you're also the kind of person who wants to help other people, who wants to make other people feel good. And the rest of her statement was, it will make them feel better. It will make them feel good that they did something little for you, even if it was little to help, like dropping off bottled water or something. So that helped me a lot to counter that instinct to try to do everything yourself. And the second thing is, there are times when we don't want to admit that we can't do something ourselves. And the short version of the story is, and the longer version will be in a future Traveling Groomers podcast, but this was too much for me. This was too much for me to do. Was I capable of it? Physically? Yeah. It just would have taken forever. Emotionally? Meh, maybe not. But because we got help, we wound up doing in a day, not even a full 8 hours. Damn, we did in like less than 6 hours yesterday what it would have taken myself and my immediate family probably a month or more to do. So we're in, and Mary, even talking to me today from Friday and from Sunday, even from Sunday on the call, how much do I seem more like myself?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, that's part of what I wanted to, and I think I think that's honestly, I'm a big woo-woo person. And I think honestly, part of the reason I think Zoom deleted our thing is because we left something out of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's recovery.
Yeah. And I'm not over it as the but I'm a very emotional person. However, when my emotions get too much, they shoot out my eyeballs in the form of salt water. But the difference in me today, where this is the first time all day that I got even misty, versus Friday, where we recorded and we literally had to take 5 for me to recover. Yeah. And it's because I asked for help and that got stuff done. And it was such a burden was lifted off. I just feel I'm much more myself. I am much further along the path to recovery and to being better. It's, yeah, so much better. So knowing when to ask for help is very difficult. But I've got a class on burnout that I'm teaching this weekend at Hershey that I now have new insight and material for. Even though it's not a brand new class, every time I teach, I feel like something has happened in between that'll make it a little bit better. Mm-hmm. I learn every day.
Okay, so we are actually at 5:30, even though we started a little late. Do you have any parting wisdom before we get things set up?
Asking for help doesn't make you weak. It means you're brave enough and strong enough to know your limitations and to face them.
Awesome.
How's that for some parting deep thoughts?
That's deep, Chris. That's deep. All right. So then on that note, let's wrap this up. And we have to get ready to record a podcast so that we have a cushion and go from there.
All righty. Safe travels, guys. See ya.
Oh, wait. Let me just make sure we're going to be here next week.
Oh,
yes, we will be here next week. So it'll be, we'll discuss all things Hershey again. So we'll have the winners to talk about. We'll have...
Which will be us. Which will be us. Let's be positive.
Let's be positive.
You'll have at least one trophy there, Mary.
What trophy will that be?
I don't know. Trophy or plaque, or what do they even give?
No, you will get a medal.
Okay, you'll have at least one medal. With the amount of things you're nominated for, you'll have at least one medal.
I've been nominated for 3 things before and have gotten zipped. So, but it's in a nice little case. Okay.
Nice.
So if I do win, have Ren take a picture of you, and maybe he could like superimpose my head on your body.
I'm not sure I am okay with that. I will hold it out like this, and he can I don't know, I'm presenting it to you, and he can superimpose you accepting it. How about that? He can work that.
Oh, all right. We'll figure that out.
I'm not sure I consent to that use of my body. Thank you.
All right, because the first thing Ren is going to say is "Are you crazy? Can't do that. We'll figure it out. We'll get it done." And that'll be the exact conversation we'll have.
Yep.
All right. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.